What's up, music fans? I'm collegiate music critic Alec Erickson. Fall can be an interesting time for new music releases. Either artists are rushing to get their albums out before the award seasons or just to beat that New Year deadline. Either way, I'm here to break down some of the more anticipated albums coming out this fall. Starting us off on September 9th is two highly anticipated albums. First is This Wild Life's Low Tides. Low Tides is the second studio album from the acoustic rock duo, and some of the singles that have already been released off the album are some of the pair's best work as musicians. This Wild Life have been blowing up in recent years, and you don't want to sleep on this record. Also coming out on September 9th is the second studio album from Bastille, Wild World. Bastille's first record dominated airwaves all over the United States, and the same thing can be expected off their sophomore record. It's been 3 years in the making, and the wait is finally over. Now moving ahead, coming out on September 16th, we have a new album coming out from the punk rock powerhouse, Against Me. The band's seventh studio album, Shapeshift With Me, is the second record since Laura Jane Grace came out as a transgender, and the record looks to deal with much of the same subject matter as their last record. Either way, Against Me are always a must-have for any punk fans out there. Now for any fans of the 2000s era rock music, this next record is kind of bittersweet. Coming out on September 30th is the 10th and final studio album from Yellowcard. The band played the entire Vans Warped Tour this year and are about to begin their last world tour. Once the tour is over, Yellowcard is set to break up, and that makes this last record a must-have. Moving on, October is the month of punk rock. Beginning on October 7th, we have three must-have records for any punk fan. We have Green Day's Revolution Radio, which is the band's first record since the release of Uno, Dos, and Tres back in 2012. And moving forth, we have this fourth studio album from Joyce Manor. Joyce Manor have been tearing up the punk scene in the last 8 years as the new kids on the block, and their album Cody is expected to be just as big as any of their other records. On October 7th, we have the sixth studio album from Sum 41. 13 Voices is the first album with guitarist Dave Bash rejoining the band since first leaving 9 years ago. Now jumping ahead a little bit, the next record is a must-have for any metalheads out there. That's right, Metallica is coming out with a new album. The band have been helping to shape the heavy metal genre for over 30 years now. Hardwired to Self-Destruct is the band's first record in over 8 years and the first one on their band's own label. Seeing as how each of the band's 9 records before this have been a must-have for anyone, you can expect pretty much the same thing with this record as well. That will do for this year's fall releases. Make sure to mark your calendars and pick up some new music. Don't go anywhere. Local Beats will be right back.